Yeah, man, with the lick read. It's your main guy out here, man, Pissy Pianci, Lamumba, aka Blow Lambo from out the barrio, you hear me? Or the don't hit that like button cause you got to like this. Unless you a hater, then that means you got to hit the dislike. But yo, subscribe to this here. Hit the notification bell to be first in line for more things like this here. So I'm saying, and if you'd like to help to see this channel grow, you can send a donation to my cash app at Lamumba 16. That's Lamumba 16. Thank you, motherfuckers. So check the move, man. Everybody talking about 4 extra, 40 crib. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd chime in on 4 extra, man. Really deep down, I like 4 extra. You know what I'm saying? I like his character. I like his energy. 4 extra in this day and time is the reason why the blood in the Crip thing was able to spread back in the days because of people of his energy. Like I say to everybody, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, raised in Jacksonville, Florida, live in St. Louis, Missouri. And what I mean by that, to y'all who is growing up in this internet era where you can look at who you want to look at, you can view who you want to view, you can, if you into the Memphis culture, that's all you can do, type in Memphis, look at all the rap, only fuck with the Memphis rappers. If you into the Houston thing, you like the way they swing. If you into the Atlanta, you into Miami, whatever culture you in this day and time, you have that choice. During the time I was born, coming up, we didn't have that choice. The only choices we had, the only depictions of street life on TV outside of the lives that we live, you know, we see these same blocks every day. To the ones who ain't been nowhere, the only depiction we got of street life was either New York street life or Los Angeles street life. You know, to most people down south, we gravitated to the West Coast street life more than we did the New York street life. Cause, I mean, we didn't grow up wearing big old coats and Timbo boots and stuff like that, you know. But if you can sit up here and say that you wasn't influenced by it, you a damn lie. At one point in time, that's where the first rap came from. So that's where the first rap you had to listen to. Then came the West Coast. Then came the South. But what I was saying is guys like that, we will watch those guys like that talk the way he talked. Even though in this day and time, they dress differently from they did back then. You know, these guys now, I don't know what the fuck they is now, you know what I mean? But back in the day, they had a certain swag. And you know, from somebody that looking at this from afar. Cause this is all of you getting on TV. Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, The Wood, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. All these were LA movies. So all the movies that we loved was LA stuff. So if we loving these movies, we're gonna love things and we're gonna pick up on things that we see them guys doing. But like I say, it's guys like 4 Extra in this day and time. It's like 4 Extra, he should have been born back then. He got the spirit of somebody who was born back then. You know? So I like 4 Extras. I really do. When I look at YouTube videos, I'm heavily into the New Orleans culture. I'm heavily into the West Coast culture, Chicago and Memphis, but mainly LA and New Orleans, because they tell the best stories. Nobody can tell a story and make it sound sadder than somebody from New Orleans. Even if they ain't trying to make it sound sad, it's just the way they talk. Can't nobody tell a serious ass story and make it sound funny, and they not trying to be funny. Then somebody like the West Coast is just the way they talk. Yeah, this and they pull, you know, we don't talk like that. So of course it sound cool, and we looking at their aggression. We're like, damn, you heard that shit that motherfucker said? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's sad to say, like I say, from Atlanta, Georgia, raised in Jacksonville, Florida. Guys like 4 Extra won't make it in Jacksonville, bro. You know what I'm saying? He would have been on a Dead Homie shirt a long time ago. You know, Florida, the difference between Florida and California. Two different coasts, two different total cultures, two different total environments. You don't see guys in Florida all buffed and pumped up and all that. You see guys skinny as a fool, black as a fool, big old dreads, goes in the mouth, hopping out of box, Chevy or don't. You know? Guys on the West Coast, you see them pumped up like a fool, aggressive as a fool, you know, amongst other things. See, all that lifting weights, somebody going, you doing too much, cause down here, they gonna just eliminate all that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, in Jacksonville, Florida, you ain't finna, it ain't the fight that we ain't finna take no ass whoopings, but I'm being for real, you ain't finna, especially somebody like him, now, put it this way, like my nephews and things, I got nephews that's into the boxing, into the martial arts, or whatever, or whatnot, and I tell them, and they some tall, big, young guys, such as myself. I mean, I'm a tall, skinny dude, but I am what it is, but, you know, I tell them all the time, don't tell people what you do. Let them fuck up and find out. The reason why I say that, in Jacksonville, Florida, say if you're a boxer and you quick to snap off on somebody, they know they can't whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, I mean, and it ain't like, they not finna let you hold them up. Bro, you gonna die out here. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you that type of guy and somebody come testing your heart and you know, be like, man, you just try to avoid them, do whatever you got to do not to get into it with them. But when you have to do what you have to do to them, they will have that understanding. And you would make them have that understanding. You ask for this. And they may respect it. You know, but when you walk around, shit, I'm on whatever, this, that, and the third, and one of y'all around here, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna get it in Jacksonville, bro. That ain't gonna get it in Jacksonville, bro. You know, just hearing some of the West Coast guys talking, I was looking at, and I love to watch Cab Mac videos. And that's why I spoke on 4 Extra earlier, the way I spoke on them, because really, I like to hear the older guys talk and tell the history. These young guys, they don't know the history, and they quick to talk about people banging out of town. You don't even know how it started. You know what I'm saying? So, me, I really like, that's why I appreciate Cab Mac video. You know, he getting the story from these guys before they pass it on, so this history won't be lost. You know what I'm saying? But it was this one guy, I forget what his name was, but he was speaking on Tucky, Raymond, and Mike Thomas, right? But anyway, he was speaking on Tucky, and he was, which I done heard this many times, they're like, Tucky just not slapped the shit out of somebody. Look here. Tucky wouldn't have made it down here. It wouldn't have been but 2 or 3 people he slapped, and they would have gone and got him out of here, bro. Quick. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, I have a saying. I put it this way: even though I ain't keen to get my ass whooped, I ain't had my ass whooped but so many times, and I will take her ass whooping. Even though I haven't had one in buku years, but I also let people know I ain't no punching bag. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way. I remember when I was in Atlanta, when I last stayed back home, I'm out there in East Point. We working at the car wash, the ultimate car wash out on Camp Creek. But anyway, Atlanta at this point is a city with people from everywhere. You gonna meet more people in Atlanta from everywhere else besides Atlanta. We the minority out there. So anyway, it was this one dude out there from California. He was a real big dude now. And he used to be trying folk. And him and my little padre had not got into it, right? But I'm trying to stop them from arguing. And I was like, man, y'all let that go. I was like, so man, that's a whole shit. That's a whole shit. So now whether dude was my padre was kind of a big dude too, but more or less on the chubby side. But here go me, even though I'm taller than him, I'm skinnier than him in size, so I guess he decided to focus on me. Like, what you mean that's a whole shit? Like I'm calling him a hoe. I wasn't calling him no hoe. I'm just saying what y'all getting to about is some hoe shit. And he called himself focusing on me. Man, that man ain't made but 1 or 2 steps forward, and I got in position, and he stopped in his tracks. And I ain't saying he was scared of me, cause he wasn't. But everybody loves to hit people. Don't nobody like to hit back. He knew if he proceeded, he can see the seriousness of my eyes. I wasn't playing. But after everybody kind of getting us away from each other and smoothing it out, I let him know, boy, look here. I'm going to be the, do whatever you going to do. Do whatever you plan to do. But I guarantee you, I'm going to be the last one you ever do it to. So you better, I said, I don't know who expecting you to provide for them come home. I don't know who love you in this world. I don't give a fuck about you. You better think about the ones who do. You put your hands on me, I'm gonna be the last motherfucker you put your hands on. Now, that dude, had we got to fighting and he whooped me, bro, I was gonna burn him. Now, say if it was somebody else up there, we got into it. And who energy wasn't like dude energy. If they whooped me, I would accept that. But this dude here was a bully. Guys like 4 Extra walking around talking like that is not gonna make it, not in no Jacksonville, Florida. Maybe in Atlanta. You know, cause like I say, Atlanta, we used to dealing with people from all over. We got people from all over. In Florida, we dealing with people from these Caribbean islands and things. You know what I'm saying? And Atlanta respect gangster shit. And half the time, if somebody like that got on your ass 9 times out of 10, you fucked up. But see, in Jacksonville, Florida, you gonna know you done some bullshit to get what you got. And you still gonna come back with that fire. You know what I'm saying? It's like people in Jacksonville, Florida want to accept their wrongs. You know, what they gonna do, you know, beat this man fair and square. He liable to go around here and make up a lie. Oh man, about 4 or 5 of them jumped on me. Oh man, the man just so and so. So he gonna, because 9 times out of 10, he may go around to his people and because if they knew the story, they ain't getting involved in it. And someone just don't give a fuck. Oh, you done jumped on my padre. Oh, we finna burn your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is down here. I mean, down there in Jacksonville, because like I said, I live in St. Louis, Missouri, but I'm going to tell you like this, most definitely, not in St. Louis, oh, they ain't fighting worse shit down this motherfucker. I'm going to tell you, in St. Louis, Missouri, it's going to be somebody who know they can't whoop his ass and will straight up try him just to kill him. People in St. Louis, they going to test you this how they do it out here in St. Louis. I know you don't want to die. I know you don't want to kill. Or I think you don't want to die, and I think you don't want to kill or go to jail. I'm on bullshit. So I'm going to test your willpower for me not to trick you off the street. You know, here it is in St. Louis. Every day you got to make a decision. God damn. Man, I'm just trying to go home. Here come this dude talking to, or he just walked up on me so aggressive, or I'm coming out the door and I'm basically all the way through the little hallway of the door. Instead of waiting to let me get out, he gonna kind of squeeze in between me, everything but an inch of bumping me. Knowing I want to look around like, oh, bitch ass motherfucker. Knowing this motherfucker don't want problems with you. But you know he got a gun. Them the type of decisions you gotta make in St. Louis, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody who know they don't want problems with you. I see this shit all the time. You know, especially if they see you on your job, that's when they really gonna try to get off on you. But back to Jacksonville, Florida, man. I had a carnale like that, man. Big Rico from our hood. Like I said, you don't see too many people muscle bound like that in Florida, period. But in my hood, we had 3 of them. Big David, Big Rico, and Big Tario. You know, Big Rico, a.k.a. Hootie, evidently, you know, got on that dope. And just like Rambo walking through the hood now. He come through. Hey. He gonna demand, on some take your shit, he gonna demand you give him what he want. No, he gonna ask you. Well, hell, I gave it to you 2-3 times. Nah, I can't do it today. Hootie gonna knock you out and take your shit. And to my knowledge, to my people who may see this, because I be taking these videos and I also put them on Facebook, but to my people who see this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how he got killed. He ended up taking stuff from the wrong person, knocked the wrong person out who just wasn't going for that no more. And they fired him up. You know? But from my knowledge, he could have made it, but he was in the hospital refusing treatment. He was tired of living. Like I say, guys like that, it's a Rico in almost every hood. It's one of them. It's somebody you know, big muscle bound. But that's cool to be there. But when you walk around, yeah, this, that, and 30, bro, they gonna get you out of here. They gonna get you out of here because they scared of you. That's the worst. See, a lot of people say, man, look here. The second somebody gets scared of you in Jacksonville, Florida, that's when you're going to be 6 feet under Jacksonville, Florida. That's the worst thing you can have happen down there, if somebody's scared of you. Respecting you, loving you, hey man, all of them just words. Just stay the fuck out my way altogether. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I fuck with 4 extras, but like I say, man, Jacksonville, Florida, man, he wouldn't make it, bro. And I'm sure in a lot of other cities, he wouldn't make it. Only way he gonna make it if his guns busting just as much as he whooping on people's ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I say, everybody know goddamn Big Felipe from Summer Hill. You know? And I ain't finna get into some of the things he did. But when you got people saying, man, that man whooped the whole McKennaVille. Now, he probably ain't whooped the whole McKennaVille, but people done seen him knock out at least 15, 16 people in one go. Lam. You feel me? But if needed to, his gun a lam. Just as well. You know? But hey, man, that's just my take on 4 Extras, man. I want to see the dude grow. I like his energy. Oh yeah, before I go on there, hold on, man. And you know, people been talking about some of them saying he be exaggerating on his wins, this, that, and the third. He got whooped by this blood named Brazy, this, that, and the third. You know, hey man, it ain't nothing wrong with taking a loss. You know what I'm saying? People respect you more. That's why I respect Crip Mike. Because Crip Mike don't shy away from his losses. Crip Mike gonna tell the whole world, hey man, I ran this many phases, but I don't win them all. You know? Shit, man. I on my videos, I get out here, I tell you my losses. It is what it is. But can't too many people say they whooped me, but I have been whooped. You know what I'm saying? But it's been buku decades, you know what I mean? Since then. But it has happened. You know what I'm saying? So, my take on 4 Extras, man. And if you really look at him in his eyes, look at him talk, when he's not hyped up, man, you can tell he's a good person at heart. Placed in the right situation, man, that man could have been a bright star, man. He could have been a football player. This man could have been a doctor, a lawyer. I mean, I don't care, no matter how he talk. He seems to be an intelligent guy to me, and I see that in a lot of those LA guys. It's like they get caught up in that culture, and they feel like they got to act out towards their situation instead of just being themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times being around certain people or being in certain environments can make you do things you don't want to do. That may sound crazy because you're doing them, but deep down you don't want to do it. You being looked at as this, or you not got looked at as this. You know, yeah, you getting down, so you feel like you got to get down. The more and more you get down, now you just stepping. You know, that coach out there, I ain't gonna lie, ruined a lot of lives, bro. It's so much black progress and talent out there that we never get to see because that culture has robbed them of that. Somebody who could have really been something, but they grew up in an environment where they feel like they got to carry themselves in a certain way. Same down here, but I think out there is worse because that's where the gang culture is rooted. And this is pretty much, I'm gonna say this is probably one reason why I think a lot of LA gang members don't respect people in other places, because we more or less got a choice. We more or less got a choice. You know, okay, I'm this, you know what? I don't want to be this no more. Them, oh, well, you got to come to the hood. You got to do this, do this, do this, do this. Some of them come to the hood, some of them don't. But us, we ain't got to go through all that. The day we say, hey, man, look, I'm finna just take care of my kids, man, we gonna respect that. You know, they got to answer the protocol, especially the Mexicans. You know, it's just, that culture done destroyed a lot of black lives out there, man. Pissy Pianci, Lamumba, a.k.a. Blow Lambo from out the barrio, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? This is Blow Talk TV. Fuck with me or don't fuck with me at all. Stankin' bitches.